as I'm looking at the title of this video, I realized that I really should have said how to get more 5-star or better online reviews, because I know some of you are thinking, well, we'll just do a bad job and we'll get more bad reviews. Obviously, we want to get the good reviews, but how do we do that? Because it doesn't matter how good your marketing is. The first thing someone's going to do when they're interested in you is they're going to Google you. And if your online reviews stink, they're not going to call you. They're not going to pick up the phone. They're not going to click the website. So online reviews are vastly important. They're huge. So a couple things, pieces of guidance that we offer, that we've put in place that has really done a good job at improving the online reviews that we have. Number one, start paying attention to your thank yous. So when a tenant or an owner says, hey, thanks so much for taking care of that repair aspect for me so quickly. Thanks so much for the great job you guys do. Thanks for responding so quickly to my question. Whatever that thank you is, start paying attention to that. And when you get that, I'm going to tell you in a moment here kind of how to follow up with on that. But one thing we've done to start trying to collect and pay better attention to thank yous is we use an online system. It's called Hively, hively.com. And what Hively does is it adds something that looks like this to the bottom of all of our email signatures. So what that means is when someone gets an email from us, if they're happy or upset, they have the opportunity to click the little face at the bottom of the email, and then it's going to say, hey, we appreciate your comments. How are we doing? And they can either type in, hey, I love you guys, you're great, appreciate it, or I'm very upset because such and such a thing just happened. Now, as it relates to the positive things, we now have just collected a compliment. So what do we want to do with that compliment? Well, what we want to do is we want to ask for a 5-star review. Now, I'm not a big fan of fully automating this whole process. I believe it's very important to personalize your request for a 5-star review. So that means when you receive that compliment, what you want to do is ask that individual to go online and to give you a 5-star review, whether it's through Google or a different online source, but you want to ask them personally to that. So when I say personalize it, I don't just mean personalize it by you asking them. I mean personalize it to the point of saying, hey, thank you for saying that nice comment about Bill. Bill would love it so much, and it would mean so much to Bill if you would take some time and say those things online about Bill. Because at the end of the day, they're not interested too much in saying nice things about your company, but they will make the effort to say nice things about Bill or whoever did the nice thing for that. Now, the third thing you want to make sure you do is make it fast and easy for them. If you just ask them to, hey, please post this online, they're probably not going to do it because they don't know how to post online. They don't have the time for that. So when you ask them, you want to include a couple things. You want to include a link to your Google page immediately that they can just click. And you also want to enter in, retype their positive comments. That way they can copy and paste. Don't make them retype that whole paragraph or those several sentences they said about how great you are, because they're not going to remember exactly what they said. So if you want to improve the percentage of individuals who do respond to your requests, make it easy for them. Fourth, incentivize your team. Make it fun. Maybe you make a game out of it. Tell your team, hey guys, anybody that gets a 5-star Google review this month with your name in it, we're going to give you a $25 Starbucks gift card. We're going to give you $100 in cash. Whatever. Make it fun. But incentivizing your team to start asking for those reviews when they receive the compliment will go a huge, long way in improving the quality of your business, because online review is everything. It is so vastly important. Let me give you an example of how we personalize the request. So when we get a 5-star review, or excuse me, when we get a compliment, we're going to email that individual, and this is what our email is in essence going to say. Hello, I hope you had a nice week. You had recently shared some words of thanks with us regarding, and then we would put in the specifics, in this case it says, a maintenance issue that was resolved by our team member, Andrew. Thank you for taking the time to write that email, as compliments like yours are a great source of encouragement to our entire team. We are currently gathering some testimonials to use in our online advertising, and I wanted to ask if you would please enter your comments online for us. It would mean the world to us, and especially to Andrew, if you would mention him by name with a 5-star online review. That's how we're personalizing it. To make it simple, I've pasted below a link that will take you directly to our review page on Google. Google will ask you to log into your Google account, and then you will be directed to write the review and rate our service 1 to 5 stars. I've also typed below some of the comments that you've made so you can easily copy and paste if you prefer to do that, rather than having to write something new. Again, we're making it easy. We work very hard to provide a high-quality experience to all of our owners and residents, and 5-star Google reviews go a long way in helping us reach more people. I realize it's a busy time, but if you could spare just a few minutes, it would make a bigger impact than you can imagine. Thank you so much. Then we have our link then we paste their words. So that's the format that we use. Since we've started doing this, we've seen the number of individuals willing to take the time, go online and make that review increase dramatically. Now, we're not talking about negative reviews right now. If you want to get some information on our guidance on how to respond to negative reviews, because you do need to respond, check out our video number 9, how to respond to online reviews. But online reputation management just cannot, the value can't be overstated. Take the time, make the effort, make it your goal. If you're not getting any reviews right now, make it your goal to start getting 2 a month. Go after 2 a month. At the end of 12 months, you'd have 24 reviews. If you've got none or a very low amount right now, that would turn your company around. That would improve your marketing for free like nothing else you can imagine. I promise it's worth the effort.